Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvaldogrim here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the various ways that you have in-game of spending your credits, and we are going to be talking about each one of them and determine together if they are worth doing or not, and some of them might be worth doing but not at the beginning of the game. So we will get through all of that in today's video, but before we get into that, a very huge amount of you are not subscribed, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to set a sub goal. When we get to 2000 subscribers, I will start to stream on YouTube and I'll stream as soon as possible. Maybe at some points I'll try my best to stream maybe one every single day. We'll see, but at 2000 subscribers I'll start live streaming on YouTube, and that will be a much better way for me to interact with you. So if you want to see that, just go ahead and click that subscribe button, because when we get to 2000 subscribers, as I have promised, I'll start live streaming. And at the same time, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and let's get into it. So I'm going to do this from my secondary account because it's more relatable to the newer players, and I'm also going to show you something very interesting on this one. And let's dive right into the ways that you have to spend your credits and which one of them are going to be worth it. There will be three main ways and one secondary way, because it's not a big enough factor to really discuss as a whole aspect of spending credits, but I'll mention it straight away. When you unlock a character, you will have him over here to be unlocked, and when you gather enough shards, you'll be able to promote your characters to the next star rating, and that will of course cost credits. The cost of promoting characters is going to be decently expensive, but you're not doing it so often that it can affect your budget. But at the same time, feel free to hold off on promoting characters that you don't need straight away if you need credits at that specific moment. But other than that, you shouldn't really worry about that, because it's not going to be a huge concern to you. Now let's get into the next subject, which is a very important subject: talents. So you can see that the character is going to have talents over here, and you can see that they are going to give you specific bonuses, but they are going to come at a price to reroll. By rerolling I mean you can pay a certain amount of credits. You're going to pay 7,500 for gold characters, 5,000 for silver characters, and 10,000 for legendary characters. So by doing this, you can have a chance to change your bonus over here. I'll just do one for the sake of it. It hurts, it pains me to do this, and I'll tell you why. Because of the fact that while talents are important for character and are essential in the long term of the build, at the same time, when you start off the game, you have much more important things to worry about, and rerolling talent should be the last thing you're going to spend your credits on. And you're going to be like, well, but you have a lot of rare and epic talents. How is that? Well, because every single day I do all my free rerolls. Every single day you get one free reroll on each character in your roster, and you can reroll each talent, and that saves you a lot of credits and will allow you to get some very good talents basically for free. So you should definitely do that, but I'm not going to go more into depth into that. I'll leave a guide down below where I talk about that. And when it comes to spending your credits in terms of changing talents, at least at the start of the game, is not something that is worth it, and is not worth it because it's going to give you a much lower chance to get an improvement on your characters, and it's going to cost you a lot. And what you can do in exchange to that, you can go ahead and upgrade your character's abilities. You can see that while I haven't rerolled my talents at all with credits on no characters so far, over here on King of Lands Aquaman, he's level 59, and his third ability, which he will be using most of the time, it's gotten to level 59. Next character, we have Multiverse Armor Supergirl. She got her special 1 and her special 3 gotten to level 51 because she's level 51. Don't mind the special 2, don't put points over there, it was a mistake. Moving on to the next character, Shazam is going to use his third ability a lot. He's going to even use it for free. So I'm going to upgrade that. And this, while talents, as I have said, are an important factor in your collection and in your building of characters, when you upgrade
an ability for a certain price of credits, you'll get a guaranteed improve to that character in comparison with the talents. With the talents, it's all luck, and it's better to leave the things that are luck reliant after you have done the things that are going to be guaranteed if you do them with credits. So that is why, first of all, I do recommend you invest credits in the abilities of the characters, and I'm going to tell you how, and I'm going to tell you my system of doing so. First of all, I have a video on what ability to upgrade on each character. I'll link it down below. But each character in the game, there are very few characters that require all their 3 abilities upgraded to maximum. Most of the characters require just 1, some of the characters require just 2 abilities. For example, Shazam, over here. You could upgrade for Shazam also the 2nd ability, because it's going to be decently useful in some situations, but mainly it's going to be the focus of this character, his 3rd ability, because that's going to heal your whole team. So an efficient way is going to be to put all your points in the 3rd ability of Shazam. So how do you prioritize these things? Well, Shazam is an exception to the rule, but usually you'll need to max your abilities first of all on your damage dealer in your team, because he's going to be doing the damage and he needs to have his ability maxed. So after you have maxed the ability that your damage dealer is going to use, for every damage dealer that you are using at the moment, you are going to move over after that and start investing into some backup abilities. So what are backup abilities? For example, over here on Green Arrow, I have a backup ability, which I have invested quite a few levels into. I plan to get to a slightly higher level. Then this is going to be an ability for Multiverse Green Arrow that I'm going to upgrade for the situations when in Arena and Champions Arena my Multiverse Armored Supergirl, because of various reasons, is going to die. And this is going to be a backup ability. So even though this guy is not a damage dealer, I'm going to invest into this for the situations where I should use him. But again, first of all, invest into your damage dealers and upgrade at the maximum level the ability that they are going to use most of the times. And yet again, a link down below to the video where I explain what ability to max on every single character. Then you should move on and upgrade an ability for your backup heroes. And this is going to be a much better investment of your credits than investing into talents, and is going to give you a guaranteed progress, unlike talents. Now there's still one way to spend your credits, and that is going to be in the store section. We go all the way over here and you're going to get basic chests. Basic chests are going to have some chances to drop hero shards, experience capsules, energy, sim chips, and random gears. So things to keep in mind about this: the random gears are going to be level 1. The sim chips are not going to be encountered extremely often, though they are very good when they are encountered, of course. The hero shards are going to be only for silver characters, except for one gold character, but that's Master Thief Catwoman, and that is extremely useless. So you'll get shards for silver characters, but you'll get only 1 shard or 2 shards from one opening of a chest. Oh, by the way, I got a free opening. Let's see what's here. So we got a level 1 gear. So you would normally be paying let's say 4,000 gold for level 1 gear. So this chest is, and the other thing that we didn't discuss, are going to be XP capsules, which are going to be kind of useless because most of them are going to be low level XP capsules, so low quality, let's say, XP capsules. So even though you get them, they will not boost your energy by a lot. And again, we got account energy, which is going to be great. The only 2 things that you are looking for from this chest are going to be sim chips and account energy. So you have a 35% chance to get something worth your money, and the rest of it is going to be a chance to get crap. Not 100% useless, I'll admit it, but it's going to be pretty much crap, and it's going to not be worth your money. And since you have such a low chance of success, I don't really recommend you do this if you're trying to save up for gems. There are people that save up for credits, excuse me. There are people that do this if they don't require credits anymore, and or they don't want to save up credits anymore, and they are going to keep opening this to get energy and sims, and then use that to farm campaign in order to get gears, in order to get materials and reforges. But in my opinion, that's not a very optimal way to do things. I don't think the basic chest is worth it. I have a more in-depth analysis on it on another video that I will link down in the description for you to watch, in which I do talk about the basic chests and if they are worth it, and I open around 200 of them, and I put everything down on a list, and I'll give you the exact probability, so go ahead and watch that. So this is another place where you should spend your credits, but you should not really do that because it's not worth it. Now let's backtrack things a bit. I have shown you the various ways that you should use your credits. Now let's establish kind of an order. Yet again, it's just my humble opinion, but I'm pretty experienced at this, and I have been on both sides. First of all, I have had an account where I have dumped a lot of credits into talents to very little results, and on this account I haven't put any single credit in a talent, well, except now because I gave you the example, but that doesn't count. So your main ways are going to be the following to spend credits: talents, abilities, chests, and hero promotions, but let's leave that out of the way because it's going to be such a minor part of your credits being spent. So how should you do this? First of all, as a new player, you should definitely stay away from rerolling talents. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can do on a new account, and one mistake that can backtrack your account by a lot and put you very far behind from other players that don't do this. And yet again, it's going to be a money investment which is 100% luck based, and you're not looking for that. So as a new player, the first thing you want to do with your credits is to upgrade one ability for each damage dealer that you're using in Arena, Champions Arena, and Raids. Then the second thing you want to do with your credits is going to be investing into a backup ability for any character that you are going to be using in the same team with the damage dealer for Champions Arena and Raids, in case that character dies. And only after that, and if you still have a pretty steady backup income of credits, you can start spending into talents. So before you start rerolling talents, what do I recommend to you? Every single damage dealer ability that he needs to be using maxed, every single backup character one ability maxed in case for backup, and after that you will need to save up, let's say, 1 million credits to kickstart characters that you will get new. So to kickstart your new characters, you should have like 1 million credits in the bank after you have done with the upgrading and stuff, and only what exceeds that 1 million you should use in order to reroll your talents. That is, in my opinion, the most optimal way to spend your credits. I do not personally recommend the chests from the store. Some people do, I don't. I have opened 200 of them in a video yet again that I will link down in the description. So this was basically everything for this video. This is my opinion on how to spend your credits and how to do things most optimally in that regard. Thank you very much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, hit that subscribe button to get to the 2000 subscribers goal so we can start streaming, and I'll see you in the next one.